Matthew chapter 11, verse number 15. Matthew chapter 13, verse number 9. Chapter 13, verse number 43. Mark chapter 4 and verse number 9. Mark chapter 4 and verse number 23. Mark chapter 7 and verse number 16. Luke chapter 8 and verse 8. Luke chapter 14 and verse 35. Jesus made this statement 8 times. He that hath an ear, let him hear. He that hath an ear, let him hear. Teenagers, let me give you some advice. And my grandpa used to say this all the time. Boy, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means you're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk. Young preacher in our church sat me down one day, and he got this statement from Brother Wayne Shimmish in Australia. We sat down together. He wanted to eat lunch with me. He said, "Preacher, wound me." I said, "What?" He said, "Tell me what I'm doing wrong." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "I'm positive. Help me." I said, "Shut up." He said, "What?" I said, "Just shut up, man. All you do is talk. You get around a bunch of great preachers, a bunch of great men of God. You have an opportunity to sit and glean from them, and all you do, they can't get a word in edgewise because that yap is running. Why don't you listen to some of these godly women? Why don't you get around your pastor's wife? Young men, why don't you get around the preachers in your church and your youth pastor and your pastor and shut your mouth and listen?" God has given you some things to hear. How dare you? How dare you sit there with your stinking cell phone? My throat feels like hamburger meat. My sinuses were bleeding when I got up this morning. How dare you sit there and text your boyfriend back home while I'm trying to tell you what the Lord said to tell you? God gave you 2 ears. Listen. Preacher in our area, I'll tell you what he does. Anytime he sees somebody or one of his ushers with a cell phone during the service, he has them go take it. And he stops what he's doing and he'll read the text from the pulpit, Bill Weiniger. He had a computer guru in his church who was good at hacking. He hacked every teenager in the church's MySpace. He printed off every one of them. Got up in the pulpit on a Sunday night and said, "Here's the sermon." And just started reading. Woo! How many times you leave church, somebody say, "Hey, how was the service?" "Oh, it was great." "What did the preacher talk about?" "It was good." You didn't listen. He's given your eyes something to look to. He's given your ears something to think about. Philippians chapter number 4, he's given your mind something to think about. Oh yeah. You ain't got to think about the filth. You can think about whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are true. Hey man, there's something to think about outside the junk in this world. Amen.